slip away, I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get out late, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past, way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back. The stages and the love all comes rushing back at once. I always let the days slip away, I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up to get out late, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know I can't change the past, way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back.
Good night, everyone.
And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing, rushing. And it all comes rushing back.
trouble if they knew.
trying hard to make you see. All that you are is all that I need. I know that it's a secret and that I gotta keep it, but I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on. And I don't wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. I know that it's a secret and that I gotta keep it, but I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on. And I don't wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. I know that it's a secret and that I gotta keep it, but I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on. And I don't wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. I know that it's a secret and that I gotta keep it, but I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on. And I don't wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on, leave the lights on.
Whoa, my lights are too hot. Hold on. My damn lights are too hot. Hello. 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 Hello.
Oh yeah, wow. That's
Hello.
The sour diesel got me tired, dude. Nafsel.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and fucking girls. I'm Will Neff. I'm the king of late night. This is my second stream of the day. For those of you in the fucking know, in the goddamn know, I was over at Muscle Beach in Venice today with Christian.
For my 53 months, can I get
and
a
with
thought?
Austin show, and we did a lot of working out. It was fucking awesome. We did it on Christian stream. We hit that shit, and then we went to lunch, and then I had already paid for parking, and I was at the beach, so I went back to the goddamn gym, and I did 2 workouts in one day.
Oh yeah, wow.
And
That's
it was
very cool.
fucking incredible. It was everything I thought it could be. I'm kissed by the sun. I'm pumped. I feel delicious. I feel tremendous. All right, someone sent me a clip from Peach. Holy shit, this cosplay. Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
Dude, I was hoping Will would come in yesterday. Where the fuck has been Will Neff? I'm sorry, but if my friends don't come in here and chat during our stream marathon, they're dead to me. They're fucking dead.
What? What the fuck? I'm always in their chat. That's some old bullshit. That's some old fucking cocky poopy bullshit, dude. Hey, how about this? How about an invite to the stream marathon? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? I'm the L friend? I didn't even get an invite to the fucking stream marathon, man. I would have been there. That's crazy. Drama? It is drama, and you can tell Peach that. She gonna call me out. She gonna call me out. I'm Billy on the goddamn spot. What's this right here? Oh, this is a clip from the workout. God damn, I look fucking huge.
Come on, Austin.
I know, but
No,
it's
easy.
It's literally broken.
No.
Look, it's getting stuck. It's stuck. See, watch it freeze.
This is a good clip.
Like it's stuck. It's stuck. It's just
me see,
the
let me
wire
see.
stuck.
Oh,
It is stuck.
let me see.
It's stuck.
Let me see.
Okay, you motherfucker.
Okay, fine. All right, fine.
It's weird.
People here look.
Oh, if you get on TRT, you might become Bane. Real shit. Real shit. My natty workouts are they're really costing me a lot of size. Big 25. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for joining me. God damn, we got 2,500 people in like the first 2 minutes. That's crazy. That's wild. That's nuts. Check out what Cutie is doing.
Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Pop it. Pull it.
Is that Spider-Man telling
Oh,
her
yeah,
to
wow,
pull
that's
it?
very cool.
What in the pervy fucking Peter Parker am I looking at? That's crazy. By the way, thank you for the hype train, guys.
You beat Bop It.
What?
You stupid piece of shit.
Oh my God. Spider-Man. You can beat Bop
Oh yeah,
It?
wow. That's very cool.
Sikiri, thank you so much. I didn't even know you could beat Bop It. I just thought it went on endlessly.
Wow. I feel great now.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
even know
wow,
you could
that's very
beat
cool.
Bop It.
Lamar,
I didn't
that
know there
game
was
does
an
that
end
to
to
you.
it. Classic Caroline gaming moment. I mean, they're all classics. She's the best gamer I know.
Oh my god, this is cool.
She's the best gamer I know.
What? What was that? What was that? Don't. No! Fuck! Oh my god.
Dude, look at that movement though.
What? What was that? What was that? Don't. No!
Goggers. Phenomenal. Tremendous. Instupituous. Boys noise. Your city calls for you. New York? I'm going to keep it so 100. Cold New York has no appeal to me. Call Peach and defend Farley's honor. Wait, is Peach talking shit about Farley? Listen, I don't want to, if we're there, I love one of Peach's golden retrievers more than she does. Okay? I love all dogs. I don't need to defend dog's honor. She called him racist? No, he's a homophobe. But he's a gay man, so it's okay.
I've fallen in love with you for the rest of my whole life through. Don't you know?
Wow. NY winter is cozy. It's okay. I think it looks better than it is. Best part of the shirts off workout was Will being such a top to Austin. True. The fa ad lib is the funniest thing on the internet right now. Okay, dude. Hasanabe fans in full effect. That's crazy. Prince had biblical levels of charisma. It's actually insane.
You don't know any blues?
No, Prince had autism. So he had no shame. I don't know if Prince had any charisma. I'm going to be honest. I think people think that being impossibly weird and not being ashamed of it is charisma.
Blues? I have a jazz. I didn't know you were going to do this.
Like, that's not charisma. You cannot do that to a girl and she'll think it's, you can't go. Only Prince can do that. Like, that's not cool.
I didn't know you were going to do this. Okay.
If a guy with a belly does that, you're like, oh God.
How about one of your oldies? Since you're telling everybody that you're not going to be playing your oldies anymore, how about Purple Rain?
I don't know that one.
You do. You lie.
Okay, you sing it.
How could I even try?
Go.
I'm sitting here with Prince. I'm going to sing?
She's tearing up.
Oh. That's not what the audience wants.
I will say this, though. He could play a guitar like a motherfucker.
You're killing me.
That's the idea.
You are great, Prince. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I wimped out. I'm afraid because I don't have a voice.
Purple rain, purple rain. So you're gonna go back to Japan for this, right? Okay, let's take a look. A samurai-inspired theme park, oh God, yes, is opening in Japan featuring battles and adult-only historical experiences. One being a torture house where guests are treated as crime suspects and taken to a mansion with recreated torture instruments, though it's painless. Ah, man! Shameless.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Daddy
Aw,
Neff always gets my
man.
sub. Please show hole.
Oh, thank you. Purple rain, purple opium den, please, brother. No, I think the next Japan trip, I think we're gonna do beach episode. I think Okinawa beach episode. Like we're gonna do it like a straight up anime on like the off
That's very
episode.
cool.
Hole now on the beach.
Complete with like an intro, yeah. I think that would be fire. Beach filler episode, exactly. That's my dream. Inject this Lego Batman sequence into my veins.
Gentlemen.
Wait, is the new Lego Batman out?
Let's broaden our minds. Lawrence.
All hail the new Prince and down. Dude, the fact that he did an entire Batman album is crazy. Listen, I will give it credit if the Joker in Lego Batman at one point says, "You are my number one guy." Are we going to do a movie tonight? Yes, we are. It's Wednesday. Side talk, snowball fight. Let's get into it.
Come along with
Side talk, snowball fight!
What the fuck is you and me come along with the snorks.
What about coming along with the snorks? Come along with the snorks. Oh, you're just doing the snork song. Thank you.
No, you're not from New York. I feel bad for fuck Boston. Ain't no little stop. I ain't never seen no shit like this. Jamaican baby.
The food today is lit out here.
Got free pre-rolls. Fuck you, man.
Fuck Jeffrey Epstein. Michael Jackson didn't do shit.
I'm not no emergency shoveling, nigga.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck Canada. Yo, he fucking a snowman. I'm about to slide and shoot. They call me Tom Cruise in my hood. Fuck ice, nigga. How the fuck you guys you getting up there? Shit me.
They tried shutting us down, but we still out here and we still lit.
Insane. Not a phone in sight. Everybody just enjoying the moment. Wait. Oh, shit. Literally everyone filming. What a shame. I think that like that part of side talk makes me sad because I feel like a lot of the side talk shit used to just be super organic New Yorker shit. And now it's evolved to like consuming itself with fucking, you know, people filming the filming of the filming content. You got to do something crazy. You're on side talk.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
Hi,
cool.
ball.
4 years, holy cow, it flew.
Jesus
Always gotta
Christ.
say I love this stream and community.
Oh.
Gotta ask, as I'm a big fan of your sports talk,
Sure.
who do you think is the surprise trade will be? I think we are gonna get a BTJ trade put of nowhere.
BTJ. Brian, no. Really? Dude, I literally had to type in BTJ because I could not have in a million years thought that this player was going to be traded. Listen, I'm going to say something. I think that Jacksonville fans were way, way, way more down on Brian Thomas Jr. than his coaches were. I think at the start of the season, I think Jacksonville fans were like, what's going on? What the fuck? And then you guys made the playoffs. I don't think that why would you move him? Why would you move him? Why would you move him on a rookie contract? That seems so strange to me. That seems, I'm going to be honest. You might be on some shit right now. You might be on something that I don't see coming at all. But your rationale for moving a wide receiver on his rookie contract that actually performed decently for you makes no sense. From a head office perspective, unless he is like deeply disgruntled or you have a fucking crazy offer, I just don't know why a head office would do this. Thoughts on Rondell Moore? Man, so fucking sad. I don't know, man. That was so fucking sad. I don't know what else to say. Absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah, I think one of the more interesting things. All right, we'll talk about NFL trade rumors quickly. I think one of the more interesting trade rumors this coming up at the combine is that instead of being traded, two of the biggest, maybe three of the biggest talents are going to be released by their team. I think that is far more likely in the instance of Kyler Murray. He just asked to be released. I think Kirk Cousins is likely to be released. And I also think Tua Tagovailoa could be released. So I think more likely the surprising thing is that all three, Tyreek Hill, bro, I don't know if you guys have seen the rumors coming out on Tyreek Hill's there was one NFL executive who went on the record this week that said he would not give Tyreek Hill a veteran minimum content. Right now, the NFL thinks he is fucking washed. Tyreek might not even get on a team, let alone be traded. Like it's not looking great for Tyreek. Someone asked me who I thought the Jets quarterback's going to be next year. The tea leaves are happening. You want to talk about a surprising trade? The tea leaves are lining up. I think we know who's going to be next year's quarterback. And I could not have predicted this in a million years. It's Tanner McKee. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. It's the Jets, or it's the Eagles' backup quarterback. And he played really well in like 2 starts that he got last season. And apparently that is who Tanner Engstrom wants. So I don't know. I think he's actually okay. Yeah, he's young. He's smart. He went to Stanford. I don't know. But apparently that's who they want. That'll be the best Jets quarterback in 20 years. Could be, actually. The craziest rumor I heard was that the Commanders were floating trades for Daniels? No, hell no. That's just the rambling of someone on crystal meth. All right, if you want my opinion on the craziest player that could actually be moved this offseason, the craziest player that could actually be moved this offseason, and it's because his backup quarterback potentially could be better than he is right now. This is the big shocker, I think. I think the Texans could move on from CJ Stroud. I think this is, of any of the big names, I think this is the one that makes the most sense to me. He ain't going anywhere. Well, listen, I don't think he's going anywhere. The GM said the idea was laughable. Well, for sure. He said the idea is laughable because you're not going to, if you okay, let me make something clear to you guys. Football is a lot like buying or selling a car. If you have a valuable asset, you never want to like insinuate that you're like trying to get rid of it. You're never going to be like, we got a quarterback we fucking hate. Who wants to bring some trash and give it to us? No. If your intention is to trade CJ Stroud and you know people are asking around, which they are, you're going to say, no, I couldn't. I could. He's too valuable. The only way I can think of doing that is 3 first-round picks. You know what I mean? And then you set your market. The reason that this is even conceivable is Davis Mills came in
down with
last season for 3 games and won all 3. Like he went crazy. He went fucking nuts. So basically the Houston Texans
25
would
runs
have
DB.
their bridge quarterback already built in, and then they would look for a new starter in 2027. I'm telling you guys, I don't want to make the football talk too long, but every GM is looking at 2027 as like the draft. 2027 is the draft. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but there are a lot of programs that are positioning themselves for 2027, the Jets included. That is why I don't think the Jets take a huge swing at quarterback. I think the Jets are looking for bridge with upside. I think there are a lot of teams that are looking for bridge with upside. And right now, the Jets are the best positioned, right? So the reason that as a Texans GM, you would try and make this move is to get ammunition for 2027 because you know you're not going to be on the bottom of the pack for the top 3 quarterbacks unless you have ammunition. So there are programs right now that are like deeply set. Jets should trade for CJ. The Jets, I don't think are going to make a big swing at quarterback.
Oh yeah, wow.
I think the Jets are going after young bridge QB and then brace for 2027. That is their plan. That is a lot of programs' plan right now. That is why we have 5 first 2-round picks in 2027. Like we are locked. Willis, I think Willis is going to go to the Dolphins. Everything I have heard is Dolphins. So do they tank? They don't need to. We have 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in 2027. So basically, the Jets control the draft. They can basically take any pick they want. Poor Aaron Glenn, man. The Jets are so fucking stupid about him. I disagree. I love Aaron Glenn, but he fucked up. He was horrible. You can't go a full season without an interception as a defensive-minded coach. You can't. You can't do that. It's impossibly bad. So I love Aaron Glenn and I think he's possible of more, but like to say that Aaron Glenn isn't getting like a fair shake. I'm telling you right now, on 15 other teams in the NFL, if you had the season Aaron Glenn had with any players, you're gone. You're fucking gone. The only thing is Woody Johnson is like notorious for hanging on to head coaches and GMs longer than most. Yeah, I mean, I think the other quarterback, if just from a feeling, I'm going to tell you this right now, just from a feeling, the quarterback that I feel like everyone should be taking a look at. And if it was up to me, he'd be the Jets starting quarterback next year. I mean this sincerely. I have been banging the table for this guy since he was on Tennessee. It's Joe Milton. The upside on Joe Milton is fucking ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I do not foresee a situation where Joe Milton doesn't get a look as a starting quarterback at some point. Tweety Omegalol, bro, what are you talking about, Omegalol? He's got the biggest arm in the NFL. He's 6'5". He runs a 4.5. He's literally built in a fucking lab to play and can't play quarterback. What are you talking about? What are you talking like from what standpoint? He has zero accuracy. Bro, I literally don't know what you're talking about. He's inaccurate. I wish people who knew nothing about football wouldn't talk out of their ass. I really do. I really do. Because I'm gonna tell you guys something honest. Quarterbacks learn how to play better as they are in the NFL and get to sit, right? And sitting behind Dak is going to help with his knowledge. But I want to point something out. There is another quarterback with the exact same.
Wow, that's very cool.
Exact
Do you think
same,
the Colts are ready to be the
like,
second best
measurables,
NFL team in
exact
Indiana?
same measurables, who had an issue with accuracy early in his quarterback or early in his career, and it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen is almost the exact same measurables as Joe Milton, the exact same, and struggled with accuracy early in his quarterback or early in his career, and had to figure it out. So what? So if you are gonna hire Tanner McKee or Tua Tagovailoa or Kyler Murray as your bridge quarterback, guys that you know are not going to fix your program, why not take a chance on a quarterback that has a potential to be elite? Why wouldn't you take that chance? Like, that to me is, I don't know. That's how I would run my bridge quarterback. If you're not going to make the playoffs, why not take a chance on a guy? See what's going on. Allen is once in a generation talent. Brother, everyone forgets. Everyone forgets. Everyone forgets. Everyone forgets. Allen's first season as a starting quarterback was bad. His first season as a starting quarterback was fucking horrible. He had 52% completion. They went 5-6. 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. His first season was bad. So when you say he's once in a generation, if you gave him the same look you're giving Joe Milton, he would have never become the guy you're talking about. If you just looked at 2018, 2019, you'd go, this guy's a bust.
Oh, yeah, wow.
His accuracy is trash. He can't play the position. But he obviously can. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks in history because he had a chance to learn and play the fucking game. If everyone evaluates quarterbacks the way you do, Sam Darnold gets tossed out and never wins a Super Bowl.
Cool.
Based.
There are so many quarterbacks that need time to develop. Joe Milton, in the looks that he has gotten, has looked excellent. He's built in a fucking lab. He's 6'5". He's fast as shit. He can throw 80 yards in the air.
Cool.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Do you think Anthony Richardson has any future? I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Peace and love. I have seen more wow moments from Joe Milton than I have Anthony Richardson. Also, Joe Milton doesn't have injury problems. I am very worried about Anthony Richardson's injury problems. Injury problems are a whole different beast. If you can't stay on the field, like, it's really hard. Anyway, no more football. No more football.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
I'm never up for stream.
Yep.
So I've been waiting so long to say this.
Okay.
Until 2 weeks ago, I thought the change by Deftones was sick.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Hey Will, between High and Low and Thief the films and classes after have been fantastic.
Thank
A
you.
while ago, you floated the idea of moving film night to the weekend as Chad has gotten older/employed. Have you given it more thought?
Yeah, I mean,
Massive.
I asked Chat about it, and in classic Chat fashion, there was a wave of no's of people being like, change, we hate change. And then there were some people who were like, we'd be open to it. I'd be open to it. We can do a panel in the Discord. God, my brain. Sorry. I worked out a bunch. 2 movie nights? No. Fuck no. Hell fucking no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. No.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
No.
very cool.
As an employed guy in the Central Time Zone, please.
Yeah. Okay, we can work on that. Does he not like movie nights? No, I do like movie nights, but I choose not to make any money on movie nights. I turn all my alerts off. I do everything. Also, there's added risk to me as a creator. DMCA, we navigate it, but it's not a sure thing. I could be banned at any fucking time, and I have to delete the VOD, so. Go ahead.
Hi Will.
Yeah.
Do you plan on playing any games with Sikuno again? I really enjoyed the Peek and Among Us games with you. Smile.
Yeah, we have a really good dynamic, I think. I don't know. I haven't planned on it. I haven't talked to him, but if I get invited to something, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. Thanks for the sacrifice, bro. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want to put this on you guys. Like, you don't have to walk around with this. You don't fucking care. But yeah, there's a huge amount of stress around film nights every week, and it's an enormous amount of like preparation and stress and everything. I was gonna cancel movie nights after Amazon Prime Watch Party disappeared, and you guys were so sweet and committed and completely obnoxious about it that I decided we couldn't do that. And so it persists despite it being a risk. Could you somehow get a partnership with YouTube to be safe? No, it wouldn't be YouTube that you get a partnership with. You know what's crazy? Listen, I always am letting you guys behind the curtain. It's so funny because I have talked to real movie studios about movie night, right? Like, real movie studios are aware of movie night. And no, not the big ones, but like, for example, Orion, right? Who owns a lot of like old properties. And they are aware that movie night could be a huge boon for their properties, and they love it. And they're like, oh, this, maybe we can work on getting you the rights to go and do this kind of stuff and blah, 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 and da, 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 da. And then no one ever follows through with it, because I think basically everybody in the film industry is old fucking school. And what we do, like, they can't justify it in their eyes. Like, they don't understand the idea of like added value, even though there's so much added value. So we have to do it the way we do it, and whatever. I don't want to fucking bother you guys with the fucking logistics of it. It's whatever. Song guess. What the fuck is that? You got
you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got you pump it up.
Someone said, ew, mods, kill that guy.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to.
I killed killed that one. All right, next. Here we go, Rock. Two for two! God, he's so fucking back. It's the final countdown. Ooh. Huh. Oh, they only let you play it once now? That's crazy sauce. No, it's just broken. Ooh. Oh, this is like Kendrick, right? And it's based on that old fucking dance song that's so good. Fuck. What is the name of it? Is it All the Stars? I swear this is Kendrick. Okay, this is not the song I thought it was.
I'm bold.
I have no idea what that is. Okay. Have you watched the teaser from Backrooms yet? No, I haven't.
I found something.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
Oh yeah, wow,
Wait.
that's very cool.
What up, baby?
Did they not film this movie? Is this movie done in Unreal Engine? There's no fucking way they did this movie in Unreal Engine.
I found something.
Okay. What did you find?
Found a place. It's massive in there. It just goes on and on and on. All these rooms.
That's very cool.
This place builds them.
Endo, thank you.
Actually, more like it remembers them. And the more times it remembers something, the less it does.
I'm going to be honest, I would not have released that. I love A24, but what the fuck are they doing releasing a preview done in Blender? Why the fuck would they do this? This is so unprofessional. Sorry, that is a miss. That is a fucking miss. Why the fuck would they release a wait, the movie is live action, right? L take? No, it's not an L take. You're dumb. You don't understand general audiences. Like if you're doing a movie, do a fucking teaser on one of the sets. They're gonna do the entire movie in Blender. Stop. They're not. They're not. Stop. You're kidding. Wait. Oh, you guys are wrong. You're dumb. This is a set. This last shot is a set. Okay, that makes more sense to me.
It remembers something, the less it does.
I was about to say, I was like, what are they doing? Why would they do? Okay, so basically it's like a flex. Is it? Yeah, I just looked it up. It's like a flex, like it's moving into real life. Okay, whew, that makes me feel so much better. Because I was like, why would you release a full Blender trailer for a movie that's being done in real space? That makes no sense. That makes sense to me now. I was very concerned for a moment. Because I am so excited about that project. That is one of the most excited I have been for a project, especially with him being the youngest A24 director of all time, and the source work being so cool. If they had released an all Blender trailer, then I guess the what they are signifying is that. Can you explain Blender for a layman, please? Okay, yes. So the person who has been making all of the Backrooms movies does them in a program called Blender, which is enormously impressive for an independent creator, especially his age, to be able to create all of these elements in like 3D digital space. It's enormously impressive, right? But now you're making the jump from like internet, copy, like sloppy creepypasta, whatever, to like a general movie theater. And so I really wanted to see like how this would manifest, right? Like that is what the fans of the series are looking to see, right? We're not looking to see a long form Backrooms video just done in Blender. We're looking to see how this will manifest on the silver screen. So when I saw the Blender at first, I'm like, what is going on? But basically they were doing that as like a flex because they moved from Blender, and apparently that last shot is a real set. So that is infinitely more impressive to me. I feel much better about the project now. Does that track for everybody, by the way? I hope that tracks for everybody. Oh. Isn't this Tintin? Isn't this Tintin? This is Tintin. I already guessed it. Oh, suck my ass. I got that on the second one. Lick my balls. You see this? Smiling Friends is ending. What? Why? Something happened. Something happened. What happened? Smiling Friends creators Zach Handel and Michael Cusack have announced the series is ending after its third season due to burnout and feeling of accomplishment, not because of cancellation. While previous reports suggested renewals for 5 seasons, the creators confirmed they are wrapping up the series. 2 additional episodes will air on Adult Swim on April 12th. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's nuts. Man, that's so crappy. That is like one of the best things on TV. I gotta pee. There's a we, there's a one. No. Time for Bodyhead to shine. Oh my god, if Bodyhead fucking got picked up, I'd be so juiced.
Canada Russia final show.
They heard what you said. Heated Rivalry official trailer. I'm good. I understand Heated Rivalry. Did you hear Prime Video pulled the Ghost in the Shell remake? Wait, what? Wait. What is happening? By the way, I still stand by my hockey take, and you'll never convince me otherwise. What happened? The wait for goes in the wait. Wait. You're lying. The wait for Ghost in the Shell fans, what's your hockey take? I'm not going to give it. I'm done with that. That bit is over. The wait for the Ghost in the Shell fans to get a truly faithful adaptation into anime form just got a whole lot closer. Recently, Science Saru dropped the first trailer for its upcoming adaptation. I can't see any information that this is canceled. He said dropped. Oh. Fucking phrasing. Fucking phrasing, man. Fucking phrasing.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Oh, they said bad wording. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Will. I was just yesterday rewatching School of Rock and had a realization that you have precisely the same vibes. Wow, speaking of mannerisms as Jack Black. Yeah, I've heard that for a long time. Comedy, yeah! I don't like your attitude tonight, Angry Worm. My attitude tonight. No, guys, I'm sorry. I can only do a bit 500 times before I want to kill myself. And the fucking gay hockey bit, I'm done with it. I've done it 500 times. Like, I'm not like most streamers where I'll do the same joke for a year. I won't do that because I have talent. So I can just make up new things. I don't have to lean on the same bit over and over and over and over and over and over again. I get bored. So the whole like gay hockey conversation, I'm over it. I've done it 30 times. Like, I know you think it's fun to stoke it up over and over again, but there's none of you that actually think hockey is the gayest sport. And if you do, I'm sorry, whatever. Great. You've never watched another sport then. And we can leave it at that. I love your attitude tonight. Yeah, I mean, I was out in the sun all day working out, helping my friend with the stream. I'm just trying to move into content, man. Trying to steer this motherfucker. This is gentle parenting, Will. Okay? This is gentle parenting, Will. You're privileged, we get it. You're banned, we get it. Take 14 days, fuck ass. Bitch. How about you suck my cock?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Preach King.
Tough parenting, Will. I'm not even that tough. I'm not even that tough. I sometimes I just don't want to do the fucking back and forth where I hold your hand. I didn't even ban that person. I just timed him out. Guys, I am honored to announce that I am working with National Geographic as a part of the creator cohort campaign. They selected 8 creators and I'm one of them. This is truly a dream come true. Nat Geo has meant so much to me throughout my life and I still can't believe they've allowed me to be part of the legacy. Thank you. And that's dope. Good for Maya, man.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
Maya
cool.
is...
You looked swole AF in that stream earlier, King.
Thank you. Maya is our queen. She's the best of us. She's the greatest that our platform could ever hope for. I am happy with her success. It makes me, and I wish her plenty more. And I hope she can change the world to be that little bit better. She's amazing. I'm proud of her. Now, with all that said, I will say I disagree with her vehemently on some of her takes. I think some of her takes are horrible. Like the punch the monkey stuff. No, horrible take. Like, but I can love her. You know what I mean? I can still be proud of her and love her as a friend, even though she's wrong about punch the monkey. You know what I mean? Like that's being an adult. When I hear her say that like those monkeys bullying punch, like that's part of nature. Like I can hear that and want to scream at her and get a gun and go to that zoo in Japan and kill those monkeys. Like we can have that disagreement and be adults. You know what I mean? Like I as a caring human being want to get a firearm, fly to Japan and shoot those macaques in the face. And she says that's part of nature. You know what I mean? Tomato, tomato. We have differences. We have differences, you know? That's part of being human. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Andrew Tate offered to buy Punch the Monkey. And it was the first time that I thought to myself, maybe we were wrong about Andrew Tate. Maybe I forgive him. I don't know. I don't know. Punch the Monkey got me fucked up, man. Punch the Monkey got me fucked up. Love makes you do crazy things. Love makes you do crazy things. And I would do crazy things for Punch. Tate is an asshat. I'm aware. Legalized comedy. It's a joke. But seriously though, I would do horrible terrorism for Punch. Right? Like I would kill every other monkey in that enclosure. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
You are punch drunk.
I am. Please, Will, no, those monkeys deserve to die. Have you seen Punch the Monkey? He's got a little stuffed animal. Allow me to educate you.
Meet the little monkey who made the whole internet cry. His name is Punch. He was abandoned by his mom right after birth.
Fuck Punch, respectfully? Okay. Fuck Punch? Why don't you take 30 minutes off? Take a walk. Okay.
Birth. No warmth, no protection, no one to hold him. So his caretakers stepped in and gave him something.
I'm going to be honest. Listen, the rest of this bit is a joke. But if you are like Hassan and actually dislike Punch the Monkey, I probably hate you.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Whose stream were you on today? Love
I was on
workout
Christian's
stream, so I'll have to watch the VOD.
I was on Christian's.
Small, but powerful.
Like,
a
look at
stuffed monkey. It wasn't just a toy, it was comfort. It was the closest thing he had to a mom. He slept with it, played with it, and whenever he felt scared, he held it tight like it was his
Will
whole
Punch
world.
the Monkey be
As
part
Punch
of the
grew up,
beach episode?
Yes.
he had to join the other monkeys, but fitting in wasn't easy. They didn't accept him at first.
Yeah.
Sometimes
At first, no, they're still beating the shit out of him.
it even turned into fights.
Look at this.
And whenever things got too hard, Punch would run back to the two things that made him feel safe. His stuffed monkey and his favorite person, his caretaker.
Yeah.
Every morning he waits by the door just to see him. And the second it opens, he runs and clings to him, like he's searching for love.
Yeah, no, like here's the thing. People like Maya, they're so nature coded that they don't understand that Punch is just better than the other monkeys. Like I don't know what else to say. Punch is just a better monkey than those other monkeys. And he deserves to live a better life. Like those other monkeys deserve nature because they're horrible monster monkeys. Punch is an angel and he deserves to be elevated.
More than anything else. Maybe that's why Punch stole everyone's heart. Because just like us, he reminds us how much we all need love, especially when we feel
he
alone.
needs love. He needs love.
Me.
And like, I want to show you. By the way, I'm not the only one who thinks this. There are 10-hour lines right now in Japan. There are 10-hour lines in Japan to see Punch the Monkey. Okay? Those other monkeys didn't have a 2-second line. Okay? He is a legitimate superstar. Superstar. Now I want you to see what the other bitter ass monkeys are doing. Watch this.
This abandoned monkey is getting bullied.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
This abandoned monkey is getting bullied.
He's dragging him around like a goddamn street crayon. $10-hour waiting line IRL when? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you. Don't believe me? Check this out. Look at this line. Look at this line. Look at this. Look. Taylor Swift style lines.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Love you, Will, chatting from a Delta flight. Thanks for the entertainment.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. By the way, you guys know I'm just gagging you. He's this year's Mudang. Mudang is a fat bitch. And I never gave a fuck about her. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Listen, Mudang was, it was just a tiny hippo. Okay. And you guys, this was you. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay. You fucking ate it up. I remember this. Look I had to ban the term Mudang because you guys were all so fucking in Mudang's pocket. Mudang was the Fed. Okay. Mudang was the Fed. She grew up and none of you gave a shit about her anymore. Okay. I will be Punch the Monkey till I die. And here's why. First of all, Punch demonstrates love, real love. All he wants is love. He loves that little stuffed animal. He fucking loves his trainer. And he has such a capacity for caring. Unlike Mudang, who never did shit, right? She just flopped around in her own feces. That is what hippos do, by the way. They spray shit out of their ass to mark their territory.
Wow,
look it up.
That's very cool.
Punch is out there hugging, loving, caring. Also, Punch has a great story. Mudang was just a fucking hippo. Punch is in jail right now. Punch is in a maximum security prison. It would be like if we put a K-pop star in Rikers Island, bro.
Will, can we have a monkey
beat the
punting
fucking
contest to
shit
save
out of him.
Punch?
They
Pinch
beat
needs our
the goddamn
protection.
shit out of him every fucking day. And all he wants is love. And that is why I'm Punch till I die. Now look at his line. They put fucking Punch the Monkey in Gen Pop. How old is he? He's a fucking baby. He's a goddamn baby. Mudang is also MAGA? Yeah. You were all duped. You were all duped. You were all duped. You were all duped. I tried to tell you. I had to block the fucking term Mudang. Listen, and I am so proud of myself for trusting my instincts and being out on Mudang and being in on Punch. That's
I'm
it.
A stud.
I
I'm
know.
ballsy.
I can
I don't
see
take no shit
through
from
the
anyone.
threads of
Punch is
reality.
100% going to grow up and not break the cycle of abuse. He's going to beat up future baby monkeys.
Oh yeah,
That's
wow,
right.
that's
Because
very
of
cool.
people like you. Because of people like you who just are okay with him being in Gen Pop. You're the reason that there's a cycle of violence. If it were up to me, Punch would be in a school for gifted monkeys right now. He would be in a school for gifted monkeys. He would wear a full little tiny suit. He would be given treats. He would be taught how to communicate via sign language.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Next
he would
Rusty
bring
Van
about an
Please
era
roleplay
of
as Punch
peace
trying to find his tribe.
between cinema. Whoa, fuck! Open presents. Thank you for the 25. What the fuck? Thank you so much. Thank you so. That's a lot of juice. Thank you. Yes, he would be in a school for gifted monkeys, and someone said, "What's his gift?" The capacity to love. The capacity to love. Okay, the capacity to love. And you know what? You know what? That's more than most people can say. That's more than old MAGA fucking Mudang can say.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
At Will Neff, I just got into a horrible accident and totaled my car. I am in the hospital and am
God,
bored AF.
I swear to God.
Any recommendations on a movie to watch?
Did you actually get into an accident? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it because, like Punch the Monkey, I have the capacity to love my chatters, even when they are being delinquents and lying to me about being in potentially deadly car accidents. Go watch you know what? New movie too. Watch this. Reflection in a Dead Diamond. It's my movie of the year, and I've barely talked about it. Go watch that. It's fantastic. Anyway, enough about Punch the Monkey. Listen, there are few things that I get really attached to. Every morning, Caroline wakes me up with a clip of Punch getting his fucking ass kicked. Okay? My eyes have barely opened. I'm in bed. And Caroline is in my face. Look what they did. Look what they did. And I just see this mom.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
And I'm like, no, God,
oh, yeah, wow,
please.
Cool.
Hey Will. Just spent the last few hours in a holding cell. I was skating down Venice when I saw 3 sculpted homosexuals hitting chest and ran over some folks. BTW, any good movie recs lately?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Mods, send that guy to prison. Send that guy to Punch's jail cage. You know what? Put that fucking guy in a monkey suit and have him take Punch's place. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to put that fucking chatter in the goddamn simian enclosure, and we're going to have him get the shit kicked out of him while Punch comes and does comedy with me. We're going to do a vaudevillian act.
yeah, wow,
it's going to be
that's
adorable. They're going to come from far and wide to see us. Survivor 50 is on, by the way. With Peace and Love, I do not give a shit. I do not watch New Survivor with Peace and Love. The only place I watch Survivor is here with Peace and Love. Peace and love, peace and love. And the reason being, I don't ever want to spoil Survivor for myself or the reactions on this channel. So know that if you are excited about current Survivor news, I have no idea. I have not watched. I will not watch. With Peace and Love. That does not change my relationship with Survivor. I love Survivor. It's the best. It's my favorite. But with Peace and Love, I will never have any awareness of current Survivor events going on. With Peace and Love.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Maok666
What is
gifted
this?
a tier 1 sub to Mabel_Mob2002. They have given 58 gift subs in the channel.
Is this just her?
Damn it, no!
Oh, this is her losing.
No!
Nothing but net. Score 97.
Fucker! Fuck you, Spider-Man, you piece of shit! Nobody likes you! God damn it, no! Oh my god!
She's a DC fan. She's a DC fan. Thank God. Also, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how I feel about Peter Parker yelling at a woman to pull it. I think he's been in the subway too long. I think he's been riding the subway too much. When he feels comfortable just screaming at a woman, pull it, pull it. Hey, Toots, fucking pull it. You know what I mean? Come on. Peter, you're better than that. With great power and all that. You know what I mean? With great power comes great responsibility. Someone just sent me a video of just says wet arm.
Has anyone ever said you could probably pull off a cosplay of like Bandit Keith from Yu-Gi-Oh really well?
Bandit Keith. Okay. I fuck with this. This is actually a goated call. I'm actually cooking my next cosplay. We're working on it. Letterboxd released their top films of all time. Very interesting. Top 500? And the number one is Harikiri? Wow. Yo, Japan on top. Yo, dude, Japan on top. What the fuck? This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's crazy. That is nuts. 6, 7, dude. What? Okay, I'm kind of Harikiri, dude. I actually love this fucking movie so much. Yi Yi at 13 is so fucking based. This is so fucking based. 12 Angry Men at 3 makes me want to fucking blow my brains out. But the rest is like, dude, City of God at 10. Absolutely. High and Low at fucking 6 is tremendous. By the way, for all the 12 Angry Men fans, cool. I love 12 Angry Men. This is just far too high. Come and see at 4. This is a fucking masochist list. I love that. Lahain at 21 is incredible. Excuse me? Neon Genesis Evangelion, the end of Evangelion, as the 27th movie ever made? Above There Will Be Blood? Whoever made this list is a real sick son of a bitch, and I kind of like it. Incendies. Oh my God, this movie is so fucking brutal. This movie is so fucking brutal. It's ratings based? Interesting. So they didn't compile this. They just compiled it. They didn't curate it. Sorry. This is actually dope. You guys should all bookmark this. You should actually all bookmark this because this, I'm not going to lie. People who use Letterboxd just have better taste in movies. Straight up. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is I know some people didn't like this list, but it's actually fucking tremendous. Hi there.
Hello.
There.
Wow, it's warm in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It stays hot in here. I try and tell people.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
12 Angry Men has Ed Begley SR, which reminds me that I just learned his son Ed Begley Jr. smoked grass with Charles Manson at the famous ranch you see in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Get Ed Begley Jr. on Fear and...
You didn't have to bust this out for me.
Yeah.
Will.
We got a chair.
Oh, should I move her or?
Oh no! There's a roller. There's a roller chair.
I'll go grab it. It's probably in the other room.
So, yeah.
Let me go grab it.
Austin, show everybody.
Okay.
You can leave that door open if you want to cool down a little bit.
Oh, you can't have this on.
Oh yeah! Wow, that's very
No.
cool.
Just because it makes a buzzing.
Oh yeah! Wow, that's very cool.
Boo, we want Christian.
I'll be coming in and making demands immediately.
Someone asked, is that the gay and Lebanese guy?
Oh, no.
I'm gay
Oh.
and Lebanese.
Oh, my God. We're going to talk about this.
Well, the funniest part about that is you went on the record saying,
Oh, yeah. It wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Well, is this okay to sit? You want me to sit on your left or right?
Yeah, no, sit wherever you want. King.
Okay, I'll sit.
And you definitely said that you were gay.
Well, so I don't want to dispute the fact that I didn't say that I was gay and Lebanese, both of which are true.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you the sequence of events because I didn't articulate myself the way that I would have liked. Okay.
Okay.
This is how it went.
Sure.
Hassan Piker, notorious homophobe and radical left-wing political commentator,
Yes.
decided that he would go, I'm gay and Lebanese.
Right.
As an impersonation of me.
Correct.
Okay. I then impersonated the impersonation of me, and that was captured in time. And then he then forgot that he did the impersonation of me and then said that that was what I said. And he was, you know.
I don't know if that was the debate. The debate was it was you in the clip because
Yes.
you didn't think it was you in the clip.
Well, let me go on the record and correct myself.
Yeah.
It was me in the clip.
Okay, good.
It was certainly me in the clip. But it was me doing an impersonation of him doing an impersonation of me.
Right.
Right?
It's a round wheel. So
Yeah.
Austin Show.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a great opportunity. I've always wanted to pick your brain about this.
Oh, yes.
So do you know what Letterbox is?
No.
This is where real film heads go to give their takes on movies.
Okay.
Okay. And they just released their top 500 films of all time. Austin Show. I've never asked you.
Yeah.
What are your top films of all time?
Of all time.
Of all time. Your favorite ones. You're making me really nervous right now that you're going to say you don't have top films.
Oh, I do have top films
Okay.
of all time.
Okay.
Some of the best films of all time.
All right.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Cult classics.
Yep.
First of all,
Sure.
Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
Meryl Streep.
Tell me
Anne
about
Hathaway.
it. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a brilliant movie. It's an amazing movie where we find a young Andy Sachs,
Right.
who is a young aspiring writer and trying to make it in the big city, and she finds herself getting a job with Runway, working for Miranda Priestley.
I actually, can I be real?
Since
That's
Austin
actually a
is
very
on stream,
acceptable
are you
answer.
going to share the ad revenue to help
Wow,
in his financial
that's probably the
troubles?
best description of anything that I've ever given.
This is actually since you're also are you gonna share your ad revenue to help his financial trouble?
I love this, but the thing that's crazy about this is people are going to call me broke and then never subscribe. Because they themselves don't
morning
believe it.
coffee. That's a good answer, Austin.
Yeah, it's a fantastic. That's one of my favorites. I
Okay.
also like Django Unchained.
Wow.
Love Django.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if there will be many other people who have both Django and Devil Wears Prada in their top
Well,
four.
let me throw a third one in there.
Throw it in there.
Austin Powers. I love Austin
the
Powers.
first one.
I think I'm a big fan of The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Oh my goodness.
Also, Rush Hour 2.
Wow.
One of my favorites.
These are some diverse tastes.
Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan.
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Or when he did the karaoke scene.
Right.
Don't stop till you get enough. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Kobe, my man.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Let me see.
4.
What else? What's another movie? My Cousin Vinny. Great movie.
Okay.
My Cousin. Oh, yeah. I know ball.
Yeah.
My Cousin Vinny.
I'm actually
Planes,
shocked.
Trains, and Automobiles.
This is a
shocking
Yes. top 10 now.
Anchorman.
Okay. You lean heavily into comedy.
I love comedy movies. I don't like horror movies.
Right. I
They
could
scare
guess
me, and I like to watch them, but then I cover my face the whole time.
that. Okay.
Couldn't stand it.
I'm
Scary Movie, like the parody, I can't watch. It scares me too much. Too much jump scares. You know.
Right. Yep.
Anyway, what I'm sure you. What do you think of this list here?
I'm very impressed. Here, you want to play a game?
I'll play a game.
Tell me when you've seen one of these movies.
Okay.
Tell me when to stop. Harikiri.
No.
The Human Condition Part 3.
No on the first 3 rows.
Okay.
Oh no. I've seen. Keep. You want me to go one by one? Is better.
Well.
Yeah, The Godfather. I was very, very, very inebriated when I was watching it. It was Christmas Day. I was incredibly depressed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was incredibly. It was one of the most depressing Christmases ever. And I turned to my mom and dad
Wait,
and I said, "We are
why
never
were you so
fucking doing
depressed?
it." Because I have a massive house. Okay, and the reason I have a massive house,
Fucking Ebenezer Scrooge, dude.
okay,
My house is too big.
no.
My Christmas goose is too juicy.
No. I'm just kidding. I
Yeah.
don't have a massive house. It's a good size house.
Okay.
Right. But the reason I have this house is I want to fill it with family.
Oh.
And I want to be the host of the holidays.
Right.
I want to bring everybody far and wide. We even a year ago I flew Christian's parents out for Christmas.
Okay,
You know,
that's
I want
beautiful.
everybody to be there. His twin brother was there. I want to have
Wait,
as
is
many
this
people.
last Christmas?
No, 2 Christmases ago.
Okay.
But the Christmas I'm talking about was 3 Christmases ago.
3 Christmases.
And so I sat in my living room,
Right.
and with my parents, and we watched reruns of The Godfather. And I just
you
got
watched it
fucking
on network television?
Yes.
With the ads?
Yes.
Well,
on
why?
Christmas Day.
Why did you do that?
But it was my parents. I couldn't tell them, and I looked at them and I said, "Mom and Dad, excuse my French, but we are never fucking doing this again. I will never spend a Christmas like this again."
What were you drinking?
Fuck, I don't remember. I think it was some sort of eggnog whiskey concoction.
So
that
you
my
got
mom,
plastered. And I don't even think I need to ask.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the Godmother part too?
I didn't even know what happened. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was just like, I was waiting for it to be over the whole time.
With ads, this movie is 5 hours long.
It's like 5 hours. I'm like, we are still. It's crazy. It was way too long.
Okay.
No.
So you successfully have not seen any of these movies to this point?
Yeah. Really.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
What?
Never.
Austin, I was sure that the list would end there.
No.
You've never watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
I have never been a big fan of Lord of the Rings.
You've never watched it?
No.
How can you be a fan of something you don't watch?
I just knew it was not my vibe. It's kind of like when
You never watched it!
It's kind of like when you walk into you look at something and you're just like, that's not my vibe. I'm not attracted to that. You know what I mean? Schindler's List? Yes.
You've seen you've seen Schindler's List?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes.
So this is your first movie of the top 500 that you've seen?
Yes.
What did you think of Schindler's List?
Loved it. Well, I mean, it's sad. I mean, that's not what I meant. It was horrible. But it's a top movie. It's a top 500 movie, but that's not what That's not what
the
I
only
meant.
part I didn't like was the end when the Jews got away.
No. That's not what I meant. It was horrific.
Yes.
But it was a great movie.
No, it's a phenomenal movie.
Great movie.
I'm surprised that you have seen Schindler. Why did you see Schindler? Thank you so much for those bits, guys. You're a World War II
I'm a
guy.
World War
Cinema
II. I've stopped
Paradiso
saying
top
I'm a World War
20
II
is
fan
me.
because
Yeah.
that sounds a little weird.
No. To be honest, I get it because
I don't take no
my
shit from
uncle is
anyone.
a Civil War
Wait,
guy.
doesn't Austin
Yes.
get
And he
to
collects
watch
all-
World War
too.
II
He collects all Union
documentaries?
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
He collects all the stuff from the South.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got General Stonewall Jackson's undergarments.
I'm a Civil War guy too. I like that. I've been to Gettysburg.
You're just a war guy.
Specific wars. Civil
Okay.
War and World War II. Vietnam wasn't as interesting to me. The ones that we lost? Yeah. Even World War I, I'm like,
Right.
it's kind of like
Oh yeah, wow.
let's get it
that's
going
very
for
cool.
number
He
2.
probably had
the
sex
sequel
during
was
it.
Definitely more interesting to me than the first one. Anyway, regardless, it was a horrific time in history, and
Sure.
I condemn it completely across the board, and never again. We can't let
Right.
it happen.
Yes.
Even though we're letting it happen actively.
Austin is actually really funny since streaming more. Austin has always been funny. I think he's just coming out of his shell
actually
more.
really
I just
fooled
need to
since
relax.
streaming.
I've
Yeah.
learned from the best, which is Will Neff.
Yeah.
And I sit next to Will Neff every day. Well, not every day, but on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like a sponge, and you don't even know you're teaching me, but I'm just sitting there listening.
You are hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
You also just have really great instincts that people don't give you credit for.
You know, Will, since you were the first person to come out in support of me, and say that Austin's actually funny, and people don't give him credit because he's gay or whatever. And I've seen people are already forgetting. I'm still getting some comments in there that are like people. What was somebody wrote a comment, and we shouldn't talk about comments.
Was it from Nebraska?
Definitely.
Okay, tell me about
They
it.
were like something. I actually have it on my phone. Let me read it to you. And it drove.
It's my background.
It drove me.
I
insane.
look at it while I work
It
out.
drove
And
me
jerk
nuts.
off.
Oh, let's see.
So
Here we go.
Okay.
And it really made me sad. Actually,
Give it to me.
made me sad.
Okay.
And it said, "It takes a stranger." At 14 likes. It takes a stranger 3 minutes to clock Austin's incessant need to be the victim, while simultaneously being the most high maintenance man alive. But somehow we're Nebraska chatters for noticing.
That person's definitely from Nebraska.
And I have to say something that's so ironic. Number one, they're Nebraska. But you know what's funny? Well, I was thinking this, I was reading this. I was like, you know what? I am the victim, and we all are, of this commenter. We're the victim because this motherfucker refuses to go outside and touch grass.
Right.
They are so unsocialized that they cannot perceive the fact that perhaps I open myself up to some of these things.
Well, I think what a lot of people on Twitch forget, and it's really hard to conceptualize, is that the version of us that you are getting on a stream is elevated, right?
Yes.
Everything is dialed up to 11.
Yeah.
So all of our picadillos and our impulses and the things that are kind of gruff about us, we push up in a big way because it creates better content, right?
Yes.
A situation that we could resolve in 30 seconds interpersonally, off stream, we're going to make a whole big...
And it's more, and we're entertained. I'm personally entertained by it myself.
Yeah.
We're not making things up.
No.
Like, these are genuine things.
Right.
But, like, you know, to some extent, like, we are.
Austin's show has never once in the 6 years I've known him inconvenienced a stranger with his picadillos.
Yes, which actually brings me to another comment that I
Stop!
No.
Do you have a burn book?
No, I read this one. It actually made me laugh.
Okay, pull
and
it
it
up.
said, because I think it was like they were just being silly, but it was like, I struggle because I'm such an Austin fan, but I also work for Marriott and I work at the front desk, and I am terrified that one day I'm going to pick up the phone and hear his voice. And it was such a hilarious comment that it didn't actually bother me, but it was so funny to me. It was on the latest episode of Fear Ann.
Dude, I could just see fucking someone at the Marriott.
Yeah.
And they pick up the phone and they're like, "Hello, this is the Marriott front desk." And then you say,
"Hello, this is Austin Show."
Just immediate boss music.
That's the thing, though. But like,
hello, Mr. Show. How can I help you today? And then make an insane request.
I was just wondering if perhaps you could turn the wind down because it's a little, it's a little breezy. It's insane.
But the wind, you say?
I do think people are entertained by the idea and notion that like I am this terror. But the reality is I stayed at a local hotel in LA. It is a Marriott property. And truth be told, I am best friends with everybody at the front desk. I love every time I go to the front desk, oh my God, Maria. Hug, kiss. How are you? Oh my gosh, you look fantastic.
No, I will.
You know what I mean?
I will bust your chops when appropriate. But I've always maintained. I think there are a lot of people that assume Austin's picadillos are a detriment to strangers and people that work for him. I have never, ever, ever seen him inconvenience a single person outside of us. Which is the way it should be done, right? You save your bullshit
I'm
for
sure
your
I've been
friends.
an inconvenience at some point in my life.
I've never seen you. I've never seen you.
I
be
do
an
work
inconvenience.
hard to do it. You know, we all have our moments, but I think I enjoy genuinely talking to strangers.
Yeah.
And making friends with strangers.
Yeah.
Especially people. I enjoy like conversing and chatting and getting to know, you know, the guy that's behind the desk at the hotel or whatever. You know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not running for president or anything, but you know what I mean? Like I'm being genuine here. Like
Gavin Newsom.
You know? Anyway, yeah. But I will be doing a 60 minutes interview.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
For my run for president.
It's a product of Austin's played-up character being absurd and out of touch. People not understanding it's a bit is just a testament to Austin's ability as an entertainer.
Yes. They're saying that that a lot of what you do is a character, basically.
Yeah, yes, and I can't help myself, so I never break
I think you're like very Curb. You know what I mean? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Where like you have a character that you play up and comedy stems from
and the thing is, you know, the thing about Hassan is he's so fun to fuck with.
Yes, Hassan is very fun to fuck with.
And so he always gets that. I know how to get a rise out of him, so I play it up in front of him all the time, even when we're off camera. Listen to this message that I sent to him today in the group chat.
What? You sent him a voicemail?
I said, Hassan, I saw the TikTok of that Al Jazeera guy talking about your mansion, and I just want to let you know I had your back. I commented and said it was needed an upgrade and frankly wasn't that nice. Completely ignored it, by the way, it's fine. But I was entertained. I was giggling about that and laughing because I knew it could get a rise out of him.
You know he's going to do this.
Yeah. What? Oh, you know?
Like, here we go.
Yeah. And I love that, man. I do. I love Hassan. And I really do adore him. And I do like to poke at him. And sometimes I feel like I'm being an inconvenience, so I back off.
No.
You know what I mean?
Fabulous.
I back off. You know, I don't want to be too much.
Yeah. How about that workout today?
Oh, what a great workout.
It was a great workout.
Great workout. I didn't tell you on the stream, but in the thing, I could tell you were in a frat.
Why?
Because every time, like one type of guy that I'm really good at talking to people.
Yeah.
But like one type of guy that I can't clock and it's hard for me to get along with and makes me a little uncomfortable are fratty bro-y guys.
Yeah. Is that because they're your type?
No, less so that, but more so those are the types of guys that would have bullied me for sure.
But I feel like that would be your type.
Guys that bullied me?
You'd want to get
bullying.
Yeah, no, you'd kind of want to get one back.
Potentially.
You'd want to top them.
I would top him.
Wow, thank you so much, Biff. I appreciate you. So, wait, is this the clip in reference?
People here look small.
Oh, this is the tricep.
Dude, that machine was broken.
Let me see.
But Will.
Oh, it is stuck.
Let me see. It's stuck. Let me see.
Okay, you motherfucker.
You are
okay. Fine. All right. Fine.
Yeah,
that's one thing. I am not like people. I may look strong, but I'm not.
You are strong.
Yeah, but
Daga, thank you so much.
I'm not strong. Like, but I don't care to be strong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a guy that does it for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know.
Hassan's trainers, when I worked out with them, were like, they were like, dude, have you ever heard of, they're like, have you ever heard of R word strength? I'm like, R word strength? Like, and they're like, yeah. They're like, you have that.
I don't take no shit
like, it's just in every piece of your body.
When Christian is busy.
Okay.
It's like dad strength, too.
Yeah. I call it farm strength where I'm from, where there's like, I'm just very, very dense.
Yeah.
Like everywhere and very strong. And country strong.
Oh, what was the... Wait, Austin got himself a banger clip. This shit's going crazy on the timeline.
Oh, let me see.
I bet it's probably...
I didn't know you. I didn't know you were a Padres fan.
Pause.
Phenomenal clip.
I just want to know.
This was your genius.
BTS.
This is your genius.
A little BTS, okay, of the Fear and Podcast. I'm not gonna tell them the whole thing, but I have a clip meeting every week with my team where we go through all the moments, and my guys didn't clock this clip. And I said, this was such a fucking awesome moment.
It's the dead eyes.
It's the dead eyes. Yeah.
It's the dead eyes.
And they
for me.
didn't see it. And so you know what I did is I told the editor, I said, editor, chat, this is a little, I hope you don't get upset at this, but I think it made it funnier. I said, add a few extra seconds of pause.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
I didn't know you were a Padres fan.
That's Palestine. The way that the camera widens and I go, that's Palestine.
I didn't know you were a Padres fan.
It's amazing. That's Palestine.
I've used this technique to like add a little pause into something every once in a while, and I think it's so effective. I did it in a TikTok a few times ago with Jen when I asked her if it got like, does it get old sleeping with a woman?
Old?
Yeah, I asked her that, and anyway, the clip like paused a bunch, but anyway, yeah. I just wanted to take a little credit for that.
Yeah.
No, do I have to get credit? Do I need to talk about the things that I do?
Sometimes, it's tough because you kind of reveal a little bit of the magic.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You reveal a little bit.
Part of me doesn't ever like to talk about it.
Cool.
Right.
Like when I'm doing a bit, because then it ruins it. It ruins the bit. You know what I mean? But you know what I've found is that even when I reveal the bit, nobody believes me.
Yeah. The other thing you'll find about being funny is no matter how funny you are,
1 year, let's go.
There will always be one fucking curmudgeon who especially if you have like funny clips and stuff come out, that'll be like, this person isn't fun. I don't find them funny.
Yeah. Yep. I've seen those before.
Yeah. And I think it kind of drives people crazy when they don't find someone funny because they don't want anyone else to find them funny.
Right.
So they're very loud and aggressive. Like there are a lot of comments that I'll see where like everybody like, well, it's so funny. Ha ha ha. That's great. And then there'll be one guy who's like, please listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't find him fun. Why won't you listen?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, there's so many people out there like that just have no fucking idea and they're just miserable.
Yeah.
Or they just have a different type of humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was going to say one more thing and then I'm going to leave you to your film night.
Oh, stay as long as you want. Okay. I'm happy to have you here.
What the fuck was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. People were mentioning, I'm so proud of what we're able to do on our ad reads on our podcast.
Yes.
Because I think that I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying them because we have such a fun time.
Thank you, Water.
Like we have such a fun time reading the ads.
Yeah.
And like we do like that ZocDoc ad read was so fucking funny.
So stupid.
So stupid.
So stupid.
Because every time we do ZocDoc, I always want to be in pain.
Dude, we had to shave a bunch of the Harry's razors.
Oh God.
Because they gave us the little BTS also, they gave us a sheet of like things you must read and then interesting facts about Harry's. And one of the interesting facts was they have been making razors out of the same factory in Germany for over 100 years. And I read it like that, and everybody in the room was like, Will, stop being funny. Like, don't be like, what are you doing? And I was like, no, it's on the sheet. Like, it's on the sheet. And we all were like, ooh. So they were probably making Nazi razors at one point.
No, we started to spiral into just like, so it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
God, that was so funny.
Does your shift officer at Auschwitz run a tight shift? Get a good clean shave with Harry's razors. Ekliba.
At the end, I went,
Ekliba. That's a great razor.
and we all fucking fell apart, dude.
Oh, dude, it was so funny.
And
There's a
ad
lot of
read
things.
outtakes
Sometimes
should
we
be on
can't.
the
I think we
Patreon.
should upload the unedited ad reads to our Patreon.
Yeah, we just never want to.
Yeah, we never want to ruin a relationship.
Yeah. Oh wait, here's the ZocDoc ad. Oh, thank God, this was so good. You just moaning.
Person I know.
Thank you.
I wonder why you're so healthy. Austin, you love attention.
You know what, guys? I have really good news. In 2026, I got 2 new therapists.
I start cramping immediately.
Wow.
And do you know how I found them?
How did you find
I found him on ZocDoc. I found him on ZocDoc. I found him on ZocDoc, which is an app. It's a free app and website that helps you find and book high quality in network doctors so you can find someone you love, which is really nice. Going to a doctor that you don't love would be detrimental probably to someone's health. And I think all of us should probably stop putting off those doctor appointments. Like for whatever you might need, just stop putting them off. Download the free app and use your preferences to find the best doctor for you. Okay? Stop.
He's just dying.
Cutie just powering through like a trooper.
Austin, you can stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/fear to find any. Austin, stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/fear to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/fear. This message is sponsored by ZocDoc.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Greatest ad reads in the biz.
Absolutely. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Really, truly.
Fan-fucking-tastic. And I also like to hear, one of my favorite parts about Fear Ann is listening to when you get Marsh to crack in the background.
Yeah.
You know?
When I'm just laying into him or something.
Yeah. Well, briefly, can we talk about our plan for since Hassan lost the bet?
yeah, wow.
Yeah,
That's very
I mean,
cool.
I'm going to reveal it to you, too. I reached out to my train guy.
Oh, Will reached out to his train guy. So, chat, what we're talking about here is the Fear Ann West Coast train tour.
Yes.
Where the only way we get Hassan to fucking leave his place is to get him on a fucking train.
That's right. And,
okay,
this is the whitest thing you'll ever hear me say, because I think it's the whitest collection of words. One of my neighbors in North Carolina happens to be one of the largest private collectors of train cars in the world. And he has a collection of over 54 private train cars because he owns a small railroad in North Carolina. And so he has a collection of them. So I am going to try and rent one of his private train cars or ask him if he knows where a private train car can be rented from so that we have like an old timey, like presidential tour train car to put all the Fear End people in to go from LA to Portland and back down again.
But I feel like if we're on, I'm trying to pitch this to the crew. If we're on the train tracks, we might as well stop in San Francisco for a show.
We might as well.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Can I be honest?
San Francisco.
I already told Billy to book it. I already told Billy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I already told Billy to book San Francisco, San Diego, and possibly Seattle.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now how big do you think the venues could be?
5,000.
You think we could do 5,000 seats?
Yeah.
Did you tell Billy that?
I think.
Do you think we could fill
I don't know about
5,000
Seattle
seater?
and Portland. I don't know about Seattle and Portland, but LA and San Diego, yes, I do.
You really think LA and San Diego we could do
Yeah.
5,000?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Chat, you think so?
I think LA would be the easiest one to do.
I think the Fear and 5,000.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
San Diego, we have help. We got Peanut.
Oh.
We got Wubby. We got Booty. We got Ham.
Oh.
We got the crew.
That's true.
We might have to bring out the SD locals.
Wait, hold on. Maybe we could look. If I'm not saying we skip Seattle,
okay,
but people in Seattle, they could come to Portland. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we could go to Vancouver, BC.
Can I be honest?
What?
Can I admit something? I really like Seattle.
I love Seattle too.
I love Seattle.
I don't think we should skip. I don't think we should skip Seattle. And you people from BC can come down to Seattle.
Maybe we do an intimate 500-person stage with just you and me.
Where?
A night with Will in
a night
Seattle.
with Will because Hassan wouldn't take the train that
a
far.
night with the gays.
Yeah. You know what I want to do in Portland? Okay,
What's
I have
that?
this idea.
Yes.
It's kind of a dream. I want to do the Portland show.
Okay.
And then I want to host an after party at one of there. I want to find a bar because the queer scene in Portland, the
Right.
LGBTQ scene in Portland, has kind of through
Oh, yeah,
COVID,
wow,
it took a
that's
hit.
very cool.
Right?
So
Took a big
you're
hit.
trying to tell me that you want to throw a party at Badlands.
I want to throw a party at Badlands or CC Slaughters or both in Portland and just say, hey, we're gonna make an appearance.
What if
at-
I teach you how to DJ?
Oh, and I DJ at
You
that fucking
DJ a
club.
set at Badlands.
I would totally do that.
It's
Wait,
happened to
'cause
me
I need.
right in front.
Okay, Will.
Yeah.
I want to show you my musical. Like, I have this mix in my head.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna work yet, but I've got 2 songs that I want to blend together.
Okay. That's how every
in a
set
mashup,
starts.
right?
Right.
Could you look up?
Quando.
No, forget Quando. Quando's out the window.
Quando's out the window. Okay.
And this is what I would play at my Badlands.
Sure, hit me.
Okay. All right. The Temptations. Treat Her Like a Lady.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I want to talk about this song. Okay.
One second.
And
Tell
then-
me the second song.
Treat Me Like a Slut, Kim Petras.
Okay. Now, I have an idea,
Okay.
but I can't say it out loud.
Okay.
I can actually say this out loud.
Okay.
Whoever, I need someone to use that one website and combine these. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Use the one website. Rave. Yeah. Can someone combine the Temptations, Treat Her Like a Lady, and Kim Petras, Treat Me Like a Slut
Okay.
on Rave, and we can get an idea of what it would
okay.
sound
So
like.
the reason I want to do this, don't do the live version. Let me see okay. Because the reason I want. Do you have speakers?
Yeah, I can plug them in.
Okay. So the reason, chat, I want to do this is because the Temptations wrote this song, Treat Her Like a Lady. The opening lyric is about them thinking chivalry's not dead. You know, chivalry's alive and well. I don't believe it. I want to treat her like a lady, right? I want to treat her like like the woman she deserves to be treated like. But Kim Petras wrote a song called Treat Me Like a Slut. And I think the idea of blending these 2 songs where the theme of one is treating a woman like she deserves, chivalrous, and then one where a woman doesn't want to be treated like a lady, treat me like a slut, and combine the 2, I think is brilliant, right? You know what I mean? And I think it could become a gay anthem.
Yes.
The combination of the 2.
Wow, you're thinking in 6D.
You know what I'm saying? Because he says treat her like a lady. And she's like, no.
Am I going straight to jail for this music video? Holy shit.
Right? And she's like, treat me like a slut, little dirty bitch, I love to fuck. Treat me like a slut, little dirty bitch, I love to fuck. Treat me like a lady. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like to fuck.
right,
Treat me
right.
like a slut. You know? I want to come.
Someone's got to have this Rave link
Okay.
that they're working on.
What
We'll have it-
what does Rave do?
It basically does like a digitized combination of the 2.
So listen to that lyric. It says,
up.
oh shit.
Here we go.
what this thing is? Okay, so it means. But you guys have to understand the idea, and so that the lyrics are going to need to be timed better, right?
I'm not gonna lie, especially that beginning.
So like,
ooh. That's it. Just lube that. That's it.
So the thing is, like, you could do some fun things with the lyric where he's like, treat it like a lady. Wait, go back a little bit. Go back a little bit.
Okay.
So where he goes, treat it like a lady, and then she goes to treat me like a slut. If we like blended it up together,
You
like,
have a very
cool.
you have a very different take on how to DJ music.
Well, like,
it's like you're thinking lyrical. You're thinking symbolic.
The beat will come.
That's not how DJ.
Well, the beat. No. Well, we have to do. No. We'll figure out the beat. The beat. I think anything is possible.
Okay.
But the music, the lyric, is what I'm focused on.
Right. That's exactly what I said.
I'm focused on mixing and blending the lyrics because of this particular song. I am obsessed with the juxtaposition between him saying, "I'm going to treat her like a lady," and she's going, "I'm not. I'm a lady, and I want to be treated like a slut." That's how I want to be treated.
No Rain says he's cracked it. Maybe hang on. Can you send me a version on Discord? No Rain. If there's interesting. Okay. Beeba baba beeba beeba baba beeba beeba. No Rain. Where are you? I don't think he can convert it that
So,
quick. Reread what I said, son of a biscuit. He said he just opened FL Studio, so let him cook.
But
I thought he had already cracked it.
Like that, I feel like the vision is there. The vision is because I'm obsessed with lyrics.
Dude, this part, like that, works. That works.
Watch this become. I feel like if we get it right, it's going to be playing. I'm going to debut it at Badlands.
Badlands.
Would that be pandemonium if we sold out a show in Portland and then said after this we're going to Badlands?
Yes.
Would it be pandemonium?
I think we could throw a very good party.
I think we throw a badass party.
Yeah,
we could get Hassan will show up for like 30 seconds.
We could be the next
And then-
Tara Yummy.
Yeah, we could throw a fucking banger party, but I don't know if it'd be at Badlands. I don't know. I'd have to talk to one of the bars because I can see that we could rope off a section for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we could do the DJ. I could do the DJ, and you could do a set.
Right.
We would have a fucking blast.
We would.
Right?
We would.
It'd be awesome. Be like, everybody here is invited. No cover. Right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
they charge a cover, but I don't know how I'd get them to do that without a cover.
We would pay it.
Oh, we would pay the cover? Okay. No cover.
Or we'd promise that a certain amount of alcohol would be consumed.
Yeah, which, of course, a certain amount of alcohol would be consumed. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Right? Hassan would probably be there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If he even showed up.
Don't set
at
your
all.
hopes on him.
Yeah, don't.
Also, if he's there, chatters, I just want you to accept something. He's not fun. Like, I think chatters all have this fantasy that there's like, I'm gonna hang out with Hassan. It's gonna be so much fun. No, it's like I have a great deal of respect for the Grim Reaper, but I don't want to party with him. You know what I mean?
Look, he has the capacity. Sometimes he can have fun. I've had fun with him. I enjoy. You know what? One time Hassan and I sat down for a really nice dinner about 6 years ago.
Right.
No, it's been more recent than that.
Okay.
We have a good time on our trips when we go to China and stuff. Oh,
no,
we
but
have-
but that's on stream.
No, but even off stream, sometimes we, I love Hassan. I really do.
No, I adore him.
Yeah.
I'm just there's no way that he will go out to a gay bar in Portland and be like feather boa.
No, you're right.
Throwing
You're right.
ass.
You're right.
Like I'm just not going to live in fantasy.
I will say this. I feel like I'm also not that fun.
Yeah, you are at a gay club.
I am at a gay club.
You are at a gay club.
I'm very fun in specific parts.
If you're not at a gay club, you will just talk about trying to get to a gay club or about how a gay club would be more fun than what we are doing right now.
150%.
Right.
Exactly.
See, I'm equal opportunity. I'll tell the truth about everybody.
No, you're absolutely right. Because when I go out to gay club, I'm trying to see hot, sexy
His
men.
idea of having fun is discussing
And it's not even
socialist
that I'm trying to
policy
sleep with them. I
ideas
just
and
want to
how
look.
cool trains are.
I think it's fun to look at hot, sexy people.
That's
Am I
right.
so wrong for that?
No, I don't think you're wrong.
You know what I mean? Because why do men go out like straight men? Like when you...
I mean, there's literally infinite reasons.
Okay. It's not just to like check out hot chicks.
No, I mean, we could be playing games. We could be drinking. We could be reuniting with an old friend.
I like to hang out with my friends too.
Right.
Right. We
At gay clubs.
At gay clubs. Like you guys are more fun at gay clubs.
Right.
I think.
Right.
But the thing is you have never... The thing is, one thing I regret about when I go to the gay club with you is you're never at the gay club with me when I'm like on my game. You know what I mean? Like we're always at like some gay club in like that's not really my vibe. You know what I mean? Like we're always like we went to China, went to the gay club there, like just wasn't I was just
Right.
trying to get my bearings.
You weren't on your A game.
I wasn't on my A game. I need you to come to the gay club when I'm on my A game.
I think for me, going out can be daunting because I always feel like I kind of have to be the guy. But I always have fun when I go out usually. Like
But you're just fun.
Yeah.
You're just a fun guy.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, no, I get a little shy. I've got I don't let loose. Will's try to teach me how to let loose.
I'm also a big believer in like a certain level of like outer course, meaning like connecting with someone's mind and like kind of tinkering around in there is like a good way to enrich yourself. And so every once in a while, like I like to have like a really deep conversation with people, and people are usually more open to that. Like when you're out to like have a really like deep kind of like surrender things about themselves that they wouldn't in typical conversation.
Can I tell the chat a story?
Yeah, go ahead.
About you and I. I was a baby gay. I'm still kind of a baby gay, but I'm growing up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was towards the end of my previous relationship, which, you know, was fine. Still great friends with my ex. And I was like, Will, I really just have never experienced a gay bar.
Right.
I really want to experience like the thing. And nobody will go with me. And Will's like, I'll go with you. And you and I went to the Abbey on a Sunday afternoon, on a Sunday fun day. Will went to the ATM. He pulled out $100 in single dollar bills.
That's right.
And slapped them on the table and said, we're about to put some twinks through college.
That's right. That's right.
And we spent the afternoon at the Abbey tipping all the dancers.
Right.
And that was like one of my very first gay bar experiences.
That is the most Will Neff story I've ever heard.
Now, the other gay bar experience was one of my first ones, was experience with Caroline Kwan.
Oh, yeah.
We
went
to the Abbey, just her and I, and we were trying to go to drag brunch, but we didn't get there till 2:00 in the afternoon. And drag brunch was over.
Right.
So I was like, Caroline, well, we might as well get a drink. So for some reason, I was feeling a Bloody Mary. So I ordered a Bloody Mary. Well, 8 Bloody Marys later, Caroline and Quan and I were dancing.
Holding your hair back as you throw up.
No. We were there for 7 hours at the Abbey, drinking and dancing, tipping dancers. And like in hindsight, now I've been to the Abbey a bunch. There was nobody there, Will. It was just her and I.
Yeah, it's the
and
best.
just a bunch of dancers. And we just had the time of our lives. We were dancing on an empty dance floor. It was so fun.
Yeah. I love going out with you. You're a lot of fun.
Oh, well, thank you.
I just wanted to highlight this one message because it made me guffaw. At Will Neff, if I ever saw you in public, I wouldn't approach you. At most, you'd get a nod. What's the username for that comment? Perpetually awkward. Well, listen, perpetually awkward. I won't take offense to that. I think you wear it on your sleeve quite nicely.
You know what I don't understand?
Sure.
Well, I do understand it, but I don't personally get it from the way that I've expressed who I am.
Okay.
Is people come up to me and they'll be like, "Can I get a photo with you? I'm so sorry. I don't want to bother you." And I'm like, please, I love this.
Please let me call my friends so they can see me getting asked for a photo.
No, but like I never. If you ever see me in public,
yeah,
short of being at a funeral, in which case we'll just step aside real quick and grab a quick photo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm really not going to ever have a problem with you coming to say hello. Don't be rude.
No, just
be polite.
I have literally only turned one person down for a photo ever, and it's because I looked like refried shit. I think I had like just left the gym and I'd like done running and stuff, and I was like sweaty and shirtless, and I was like, I'm so happy to meet you, but please don't take a photo of me like this.
Yes. Will and I love to take photos. Hassan does too, I think. He doesn't mind.
I saw you geeked in the Do Lab at Coachella and said nothing. You should have come up and said hi.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, come up and say hi to both of us.
Well, actually, maybe in the Do Lab. Maybe I was seeing God's face. I was on stage at the Do Lab last time I was there. They gave me one of the stage-mounted water guns, and I was just like... I was on one. I was going crazy.
Oh, man, we're going to have so much fun in Portland. Oh, my God.
Yeah?
It is such a sense of, well, we're going to make it. Portland is sometimes hit or miss on the weekends, but we will make it. We will create an awesome night. And it's going to be such a sense of pride for me.
Yeah.
That I'm
a Portland celeb.
Well, like just to build my...
No, that's going to be awesome.
To build my career and then do a show in my home city.
Yeah.
We never got to do it with Name Your Price.
That's Austin.
You know?
From Portland.
From Portland, Oregon. That is my hometown.
Dude, if we can get Fred Armisen on that episode...
Bro, that is a dream guest.
Do it for P-Land.
We need to do a Portland episode with Fred Armisen on the show.
Yeah.
That would be fucking... If we brought him out on stage...
We got to play that song to the Portlandia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Or the 90s is still alive in Portland.
The dream of the 90s is alive in Portland.
It's so good,
The
man.
best episode of Portlandia ever is the Brickleberry pancakes one.
Yeah.
Where he like cuts the line and he's like, "You are filthy line cutter." And then it's like Tim Robbins and he pulls out the Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, "Eat your breakfast."
I like the one about the chicken, the
Yes.
farm raised chicken, where they have to
Yes.
go investigate the farm and
Yes.
see how it was raised and everything like that. No, but the funniest part of Portland, I never understood what was so funny to other people because that is Portland to a T.
Yes.
If you've ever been to Portland, you go downtown Portland, you're going to see a million of those people from Portlandia.
Brickleberry pancakes. This is yes.
Oh my God.
This is the greatest. Oh wait. Hang on. Fuck. Hang on. Pancakes.
Portlandia.
No way. Oh, yeah.
Is the first one not going to be it? I feel like it.
No. It's Tim Robbins.
See what they got on here.
Tim It's gotta be.
Eat your brunch.
Eat your brunch.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Here it is.
Yes.
Your brunch.
This is fucking classic.
Well, here it is.
Well, here
your
it is.
brunch.
Your brunch.
There's corn oils and some kind of preservatives. All,
It's got corn
all
oils.
mixed together in some kind of chemical stew. It's awful.
I haven't
It's
eaten anything
awful.
like that for years.
Well, I'm very sorry. Feed her.
Feed her.
Feed her brunch. No. Eat your brunch.
It's gonna give me a stomach ache, and I'm so excited for those pancakes.
I mean,
How the fuck did they get Tim Robbins to show
Bro,
up
I know exactly where that is.
and do Baron breakfast?
Look, chat. That's the Markham Bridge. They're right under the Markham Bridge.
So
Oh man, Portland, Oregon. So what do you got? What are you watching tonight?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I kind of was going
I
to work
told
on.
Caroline I'd get her food like an hour and a half ago. What do you want? She probably forgot. She's streaming. But I told her I was going to ask what you want, which is why I came in here. But
she's like wasting away.
no, she doesn't know what she wants. But you know what I said? I said I bet Will knows what you want. What do you want me to order you?
Well, are you getting food too?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I mean, I know you like
Chicken something.
California Chicken Kitchen, or Chipotle.
Yeah, of
or
course.
What something that makes you happy, some chicken and.
Let me see. Well, no, I want to make you happy. That's the whole.
Oh, I've already
point.
eaten.
You've already eaten?
Yeah, I had my.
So it's
Trader
just
Joe's salad.
Caroline and I. Okay, let me see here. I'm not gonna
movie recommendation.
What do you think?
10 hours of Bionicle.
Do you think that she would
controllable forces
like
began to permeate
some tacos?
Tacos are good.
But what would Caroline like? Because she doesn't know what she wanted. I went in there and she was like, "How about chicken or steak?" And I was like, "What?" Chicken
Yeah,
or
I mean
steak, what?
a little halal, a little halal.
Ooh, how about like some
halal is very good
because it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. I got to make sure I order food before Christian gets here.
Yes,
because then then I could be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that you wanted anything."
right, and then give it to him, and then you go,
and I cave. I think I actually might order Lebanese food.
Okay, a little Lebanese. That sounds good.
Lebanese food.
Mm.
I bought my outfit for the GLAAD Awards.
Oh,
full Gucci from head to toe.
Oh, shut your
mouth. It's brown, a dark, rich brown.
Bring it in here. I want to see it.
It's at the tailor.
Tailored, of course.
Yeah, it's being tailored,
Of course.
So
Yeah, did they give you an outfit budget?
for me,
Yeah,
it's less than this year. You have so many.
Austin, I was not gonna. I was not gonna hold your feet to the fire.
You already knew what you were gonna buy.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, I'm the gay one.
No, it's your night. You're right.
But I just we didn't have enough budget for the two of them.
That's fine. It's fine. Do you have a picture of it?
I don't. I should have taken. Well, maybe. Hold on. Let me call my stylist.
Wait, you don't have to. You don't have to call.
Okay,
that's okay.
But yeah, Will and I are hosting the GLAAD Awards red carpet. Very excited. Hopefully, we get to talk to the Heated Rivalry boys because they're going to be there. Do you know who's also going to be there? Jennifer Welch.
Oh,
from I've Had It.
Oh, my lady.
She said that she was going to stop by our spot at the red carpet.
'Cause she's my lady.
Yep, the mother will be there.
I am her man. Whenever you reach for me,
I'll give you all that I can.
Yeah, exactly.
GLAAD was the Stanford Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
Yep, that is
GLAAD.
correct. That is correct.
Right?
Yep.
It's elevates LGBTQ people in media. That's their primary purpose. Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm gonna let you watch your
movie.
I know there's some people in here being like, "Thanks, Austin, for coming," but it's time to watch the movie.
Correct.
I get it.
But that, dude, it's always such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure. I haven't done this in a while.
Oh, a donation?
I don't take no shit.
Since I got you both here,
Since
I have a
got you
Hugo
both here,
Boss suit
I have a Hugo Boss suit I need to get tailored.
that I need
Where
to
would
get
you
tailored.
recommend I get
Well,
it tailored?
thank you
at,
so
or by
much.
who?
Was that how much it was going to? Do you want us to
Yes.
tailor that for $6.90?
No, they were asking where you would recommend getting your suit tailored.
I thought they wanted us to tailor it. I was like, well, hold on. I mean, we can try to work something out, but I can try to cut you a deal. But $6.90. There's a lot of great places in Los Angeles. I don't want to.
I'm gay
I
and
would tell you where we're
Lebanese.
getting ours tailored, but I don't want to dox our stylist and
Correct.
person. You know.
There are a lot of tailors that actually do great work. You'd be surprised how many of them are good. I would look at reviews first, and some of these old abuelas or old dudes can absolutely, tailor the circles around a lot of other people. So,
Yep.
I would just look wherever in your area has a great review.
Perfect. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, enjoy the movie. What are we watching tonight?
I haven't decided.
Okay. Well, he's going to decide.
Yes.
It's going to be an amazing movie. I'm sure.
Correct.
And enjoy it all. And I will see you guys on the Fear and podcast. All right. Stay dangerous.
Yeah. All right.
See
Thanks
y'all.
for joining us,
Yep.
Austin.
Oh, yeah,
Austin
wow,
Show,
that's
everybody.
very
Go
cool.
give him a
You two
follow
are my
if you
fave duo
haven't.
on Twitch. Y'all
Give him
gotta
an
bring back
offline hype
Showdown.
train. The greatest man in media. Let's. No, Rain sent me something. Let me see. Austin. Oh.
Little dirty bitch, I love to fuck. Treat me like a slut. Little dirty bitch, I love to fuck. Treat me like a slut. Little dirty bitch, I love to
I'm gonna send this to Austin Show.
I wanna go.
Oh, sorry. Let me drag this into him. Hold on. There we go.
Bitch, you come like a slut. Little on the way. Come on, touch me to fuck. Good. Body. Body. Me like a slut. Little dirty
This
bitch, I
is
love
just treat me like a slut. Wait, where's the Temptations?
to fuck. Treat me like a slut. Little dirty bitch, I love to fuck. I wanna go. On the way. Ride it, slide it, body, get inside it. Come on, touch my body. I can say fuck. Like a slut. Little
Okay, interesting. We're getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's film night. Haas, if you are there, could you please blast that fucking header? I will be right back. I'm going to grab a drink. Haas, are you here? He is not. I'll do it. I'll play the intro. All right. I'll be right back, guys. 3 minutes. Let me grab a drink. Bleep.
Isn't it beautiful, chap? Life is not a movie. It's not scripted, edited, or packaged for the screen. We are more than the moments we see in motion pictures. Our existence is raw, unscripted, and beautifully unpredictable. Every breath, every heartbeat is a story untold, and a story that goes beyond any frame. But in those frames, in those fleeting moments on the screen, we find our greatest escape. Movies let us step outside of life, if only for a moment, to dream, to feel, and to live someone else's story. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. Welcome to Will Neff's Movie Night.
Alrighty, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Will Neff's movie night. We have been on a generational run of films recently. It has been such a pleasure to show you guys some classic stuff. Last week we watched Thief, which you guys really seem to enjoy, which made me very happy because it's one of my favorite classic movies. Tonight I'm between a few films, and I'll tell you why. Usually I have a hard line decision that I make earlier in the day about what film I want to watch. Tonight, I'm up in the air because I have been on stream since noon with Peace and Love. It's been a very long day. So I wasn't really able to decide. I'm kind of between a few things. I'm making that decision now. But it's cool to see so many people show up for film night. That makes me very happy. Anywho, guys, that was fun to have Austin on, wasn't it? He's so funny. He's so funny. I had a good time. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. We think we have one locked in. We're just doing a tit check right now. We're just doing a tit check. Tit check. Tit check. Tit check. 1, 2, 3. Tit check. Tit check.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
JW10387 gifted a tier 1 sub to Oonola. They have given 74 gift subs in the channel.
Peligrosa. Willy woo. Anyway.
Oh yeah, wow.
Oh, terrible one. Thank you.
Demolition Man?
Maybe. Let me give you guys a little bit of
oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Hola, Will Neff.
Let me give you guys a little bit of situation. I'll do my film night rules right now so we don't have to go through it later. So ladies and gentlemen, this is film night. This is something we've been doing for the last 6 years on this stream, where basically I show you movies that I think are important. The reason we do this is because I love movies. This community loves movies. And if you were ever to go to a film class, your 101 film class, if you were going to go to film school, would look a lot like this. You sit and you watch Criterion movies and then you talk about them. So we try and emulate that. We've been doing it for 6 years. We now use YouTube free movies because it allows us to skirt DMCA, which is a real thorn in our side. But if you ever want to watch any of these movies that we watch, YouTube licenses movies that you can watch for free on YouTube Free Movies. It is a page that they license themselves. And it is really, really incredible. And it's a great resource. So we've been doing this forever. We've watched over 200 movies. And yes, okay, our movie for tonight is Safe. Amazing. So yeah, we've been doing this forever. We try and watch a wide diversity of films. We try and watch a bunch of stuff, different stuff. So tonight I wanted to watch a comedy. I wanted to watch one of my favorite comedies of all time because it became available. We are going to watch Wet Hot American Summer, which if you've never seen is fucking incredible. Some of the greatest comedic talents of all time are in this movie. It is a comedic take on summer camp. So this is going to be the one we do tonight. I'm sorry I got behind. Usually we like to start film night at 8:30, but this is a good one and I think everybody will enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some rules that we like to observe. This is the 3 minutes that we usually take to get a drink, get comfortable, hit the lights, and be ready to watch a movie, because after we start this, the film doesn't stop. The last thing I want to put in mind to you.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yes. Thank you. The last thing that I want to put in your mind is tonight is a night that I know Twitch is like one big pachinko machine that is telling you to pay me at all times, but with peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Do not pay me tonight. I will turn off all of the lights, bells, and whistles that are created to make a Pavlovian response in your brain that says to give me money, because tonight is just about the relationship in our community and some fun that we have together. And so feel no pressure to subscribe, to drop bits, to do anything that involves money. Honestly, feel none of those pressures anytime you watch me. I'm not big on those things, but especially not tonight, because I don't want to break the flow of the movie, and I don't want you to waste your money without the kind of feedback that Twitch offers for those things. So with that being said, please just hang out, enjoy. There will be no chat on screen. It'll be very limited, and we will enjoy this comedy. Now, with that being said, here are the 3-minute rules. Get comfortable, do what you need to do, and then we'll watch this movie.
It's a groovy time for a movie time. So grab your gap and grab a seat. But don't forget to get something to eat. Delicious meat and nutritious meat.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat. Sucking on me is really neat.
Don't be a jerk and don't be a fool. Be a good neighbor and follow these rules. What are these rules? Remember to keep your shoes on at all times. Don't pull your penis off unless you really need to. Indecent exposure is a class 2 felony. Don't talk watch. Don't talk watch. You came here watch it. Don't let it work out. We still have a fucking money. Do the nuts get caught in all the seats in front of you. While sitting there, I am everywhere at once. I will cut you off if you make out here. I will cut your lips and tongue from your head with
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a classic tonight. Wet Hot American Summer, if you've never seen it, is like one of the last great comedies, in my opinion. I think that after this movie, there's a significant off. This was made in 2001. It's Paul Rudd. It's Amy Poehler. It's Elizabeth Banks, Bradley Cooper. I mean, the cast is absolutely fucking stacked. David Wayne is the director. He made Role Models. He made Wanderlust. He made a bunch of very funny projects. And this movie is no exception. When this movie came out, it was panned. Even the Rotten Tomatoes score is like abhorrent, which is so sad because I do think that like horror, that comedy kind of gets a really bad rap, and people, even though films are really funny, they're like, this is dumb. This isn't good. And so this kind of falls into the cult classic common category. But we haven't watched a comedy in a while, and I like good Criterion comedy. And if there was a Criterion comedy category, I would put this in it. So without any more ado, I was going to say peace and love. My fucking brain is absolutely cooked. Let me get us ready to watch this. Chat, you're out of here. The color block is gone. Let's get rid of these alerts. Let's get rid of these bits. Let us change our audio ingest quickly. Hold on. I'm getting very quick at this, you guys. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Wet Hot American Summer.